Look what I did today. I cut my arm. I cut my arm in half. Stitched it back together, but it looks like I'll be okay. I was donating blood. I haven't donated blood in a long time. I went there today and they actually had my information from the last time. It was 2014. So I already knew it was high school, but just hearing the year 2014, that it was that long ago, I was like kind of down on myself. Not going to push you to do something outside your comfort zone, especially if you can't do it or if it's something that maybe you don't want to do for other reasons. Not going to push you to do it. Just do whatever you can outside, within your comfort zone. But if you can do it, I mean, it's definitely good to do your part. And I certainly waited way too long to ever do it again. I guess it always used to freak me out, which is weird. It's one of those things that's like, I've done it. I have done it. It shouldn't freak me out. I shouldn't have to think about the fact that it freaked me out. And it's a silly thing to be freaked out about. But yet it does. So I don't know what that's all about. I'm sure everyone kind of has that thing, though, where, they do it a lot or they do it once in a while, something that might make you nervous. And every time you return to it, it still kind of makes you nervous. And this is one of those things, which I've never understood why. It never has been an issue, and I've done it before just fine years ago. So why is it still something that even when I went in today, I was like, oh, am I really doing this? And, I'm sure talking about it, a lot of people just think I'm silly in general. They're like, I do that all the time. And it's like, well, good. I'm being honest here. It's just I guess it's those nervous tendencies that happen in all of us. But donating blood is good. It's a good thing to do. And if you've never done it before because you feel a little scared about it or you don't like the idea of needles, they're really good at doing it. They're really good at comforting you. And even when I went in today, they know I've done it before, but they were still, they were kind of treating me still good about it all. Not like, oh, you've done this before, so we're not going to comfort you with any words, or we're just going to kind of do this in silence. Like, no, they do the whole thing where they're talking to you, trying to maybe distract you a little so they can puncture a needle inside your skin. But it works. And I think if it's something that freaks you out, just know, it still freaks me out. It does. But donating blood was also kind of nice because it'll tell me if I have antibodies. It became a common myth that if you went and donated blood, they would be able to tell you if you have COVID. Well, they can't do that, but they can tell you if you have the antibodies, which means you more than likely had COVID at one point and developed antibodies. So they can do that now, which is kind of cool. And, it kind of interests me because it's like we're almost a full year into the shutdown, and we've certainly been more than a year that this virus has existed. And for as many people who have gotten it, and I've heard of people who have gotten it, it still kind of surprises me that it never came around to me. We've been smart. We've distanced ourselves, and we haven't gone to big gathering. But we've been doing all the precautions and everything like that. But it still surprises me because, even with all the precautions, there's people who've been getting it. And I just always kind of wondered. I got to a point, unfortunately, where I was like, I feel like eventually it'll happen. I don't want it to happen, and I'm not giving up like, well, everyone's going to get it at some point, so who cares? Like, no, I don't have that attitude about it. If I don't need to get it, I don't want it, obviously. I feel pretty good about myself. I feel pretty healthy. If something did happen, I'd be good, but I don't want to have that kind of mindset. I think that's a bad mindset, and I think everyone should be safe. But it surprises me at this point that I still haven't gotten it. I'm like, I feel like that's something that would have happened by now. And there's some people who have gotten it and maybe didn't know, or they, didn't show any symptoms, or not many. So it kind of interests me to just see if maybe at one point I did. Who knows? But we'll find out. I'm not going to report on it in this video, of course, because I just think that's not a detail that you don't have to share details like that on the internet. Shouldn't. But you can share if you're donating blood. And it's a good thing to do. And it's a thing that I should have been doing many times before, but I will be doing in the future. Thanks for watching.